Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm finally back with another video, and this time it's gonna be one of people's most dreaded things to do on these lt1 motors, and that is spark plugs and spark plug wires. Now there's a million different choices. The reason why I chose AC Delco Professional Platinum is I've seen a lot of people run them, no issues. They're great. You can choose whatever you want. And these are just platinum. I didn't go iridium. I believe the iridiums are for newer motors. And I chose Taylor wires instead of the original AC Delco wires. And this is a part number for this particular one. And I chose red to match the coolant lines that I recently did. And by the way, those are still working great. No issues whatsoever. The tank, also another, like maybe this can be like another update video too. No leaks, and I'm very surprised. No low coolant lights. I haven't hit the tank yet. You know how to make the internal little baffle inside drop. That's working great. Now back to this. So there's a lot of steps to this. I'm gonna see if I can try to film most of them, but I'm gonna start taking out the driver's side first, which is the best one to do because the passenger side is the worst one to do. I'm gonna see if I can go through the inner fender wells first, and we'll just go from there. And obviously, I'm here at my dad's place. You can do this too in your driveway. You just gotta lift up the car. And if you get, the best way to do this is through the fender wells, and I'm gonna check that out right now. I may have to take the rims off, but I'll keep you updated. Let me keep going at this. And inside the inner fender well, there's like this plastic piece right here that covers it, and these are all fucking brittle. So I just ended up tearing them off from the clips right here, and it gave me access. So if you can see right there, there you go, focus. Those are the spark plugs, and you can get them all right here through the inner fender well. And obviously with better light, oh well, actually no, there you can see the rest of the spark plugs. Right now I literally just drove the car in, so it's still pretty warm. I'm gonna have to wait it maybe a couple more, maybe like 20 minutes or so until I can actually start touching these, because the manifold's still pretty hot, and so is the engine block. But you can get them right through here. Now, like I said, this is the easier side. The passenger side, I don't have light over there, or else I would show you the video. But it doesn't look as good and as open as this side is. But like I said, we'll do the driver's side first. You can see that's even a better shot of the spark plug wires and spark plugs. So now with the engine cooled, I was able to start removing the spark plug wire first. And what I did was use a pair of these, and I went inside from up here, and see if I can get the camera. There we go. Went inside, went in there in that hole, grabbed it and pulled it. And good thing the original owners, they put dielectrical grease, because it was a pain in the ass to get. So after that, I used a long extension like this with this, which you're for sure gonna need. 5/8, but with the swivel head like this. You're not gonna be able to use the straight ones. You're gonna have to use this one. And then what I also use is an angled. If you have the tire on, like I do, you're gonna get an angled one. If you don't, I would suggest you move. Let's say you're doing this at the, at your place. Take the tire off, both front tires off, and you have the car jacked, and you can use a straight one. But I'm using an angled one since I didn't want to take the tires off. There we go. Look at that. This is around what did I say, 70,000 miles when they changed the plugs last time. These are all fucked. Well, I'm gonna keep going. If I come up with anything, you know, out of the ordinary to, or extraordinary to change these out, I'll keep letting you know. But as of right now, I'm just going to keep going plug by plug and go from there. This tool has been a savior. The 5/8 swivel socket, just like this with the long extension. So far, the number one cylinder has been really, you know, the one that was the spark plug that was messed up the most. But everything else went pretty smooth. That just took my time. If I can do this again if I can, you know, for the second time or somebody else's car or whatever, this shouldn't take me more than 20 minutes, 15 minutes max to replace them all. But so those are all the new Delco Platinum spark plugs already in. You can actually you see that. Not sure if you can even see it. There you go. So you see that number should be 1357, 7-cylinder on this side. You can actually get it through this hole right here. See how there's these wires move. These are for the brakes, and all you do is get it from there. That's what I found out was really easy. You don't have to go through this side right here. You just go right through here, straight ahead. Remove these wires a little bit, you'll get them. What I'm gonna end up doing is on this next one, I'm gonna go to the passenger side and then do those spark plugs, and then after that, then I'll attack the wires. So far, it's not that bad. So far, so good. Can't complain on this one, especially with the right tools. If you're gonna be doing this on the floor, it's still pretty much the same thing. You're not gonna be, you know, struggling here with the right tools, with the ones I just showed you before. So pause this, and I'll go to the passenger side and keep going from there. Like I said, everything's been straightforward. No hidden surprises, no little tricks. Just with that swivel socket, everything's been working great. All right. Okay, so I'm back. I didn't film anything on the passenger side because it was literally the same thing as the driver's side. Not sure if you could even see anything on this side, but it was the same process. There's no tricks to it. There's nothing fancy about it, and that's why I chose not to film pretty much anything from there. It's literally the same thing. It probably would have just wasted space on my phone. So right now, like I said, passenger side, the spark plugs to remove are easy. Just same thing as the driver's side. So now, what I'm doing is changing the spark plug wires. And like I said before, the ones that I have are these Taylor 8mm wires. And the box fell, but I caught it. So, just in case you're wondering, buy a set of these. These are literally the exact ones I use, and it took off all of them from all sides, all angles, etc. You can get it from anywhere. These are the ones to remove the spark plug wire boots. Buy this. So here's the little trick. So now here's the tricky part. Wiring, putting all these wires in the correct spots. Don't mind the fucking oil leaks. I know lt1's fucking leak. When I took the spark plug boots off, you can't even get the light through here, but I numbered them, and it goes 1, 3, 5, 7. However, on the Opti, it's different. I have a diagram, and I'll update it on the video. I'll probably edit what the correction is or post a picture of it. But I numbered it 1, 3, 7, 5. You know, with the marker, with this marker right here. And so far, it's a heavy duty paint marker. And to make it a lot easier, right now I'm removing these clips. I'm gonna take off one by one. And then here's another trick too. Not really a trick, but you see how these are straight on the ends, right? And then these right here have a curve to it. The ones with the curved boot like this, not with this because all of them have that. With the curved boot, those are the passenger side spark plug wires. So if you look at the driver's side, see, don't mind the marking. Those from the previous owner. It's completely wrong. See how straight those are? This is a driver's side. If I move it to the passenger side, they're curved. So that's another way of indicating what the correct excuse me, orientation to the spark plug wires going to. Meaning you already know what side these are going to be on, because you already know the curved one's going on the passenger side, and the driver's sides are the ones that are straight like that. Okay, what's going on, everybody? So I'm back, fucking back. So check this out. All right, actually, let me start from here. So I ended up taking out. Obviously, this is the number one spark plug wire right here, and it's super easy, literally right here, right? Took out this one, this spark plug wire right here, that one that's missing. That's number 7. If the camera could focus. That's number 7, and that's the longest wire on this side. Now here's the thing: once you remove the clips, which are right there, there should be another one right up there, and all you do is get a. Let's see if I can find a better light. Give me a second. Okay, so what you're gonna do is, for this wire, I think this is the reason why people are having trouble. You see that metal bracket right there, right next to the man? See right above those numbers? Okay, so that's where the wire is gonna go to, and you can see there's like a little wire protector, and it's gonna go on top. So, see how I routed the wire? So it's in a stock location, so the 8mm wire does go in there. Now here's the thing: you see where there's a lip on that metal piece? What you want to do is you're gonna grab your hand, or someone, if you can get smaller hands, might have huge fucking gorilla hands. What you want to do is you want to bend that back. So pulling it, you want to pull it, and that's how you're gonna be able to get the stock wire out, and even to put this back in too. What I ended up doing was I put the protective sleeve on first, and I slid this. Don't mind the dirty, because I'm going through all this dirt right here. I slid this in through the same hole that's all the way up there, and you can feel it. You got to go through here. See if I can get some light. See, right, that rail. So what you want to do is you're just gonna put your hand right through here, and you just fish it through, and it's super easy because you can't miss the rail. You can only go one way. My suggestion, again, take your time. There's no fucking rush. And what you want to do too is make sure you have the protective sleeves on here first, just in case you cut something. But luckily, these wires aren't too big. They're 8mm. And it actually went in pretty easily. So now I want to keep going with the other wires and go from there. So far, so good. No issues. The little brackets, you take them off using, let's see, that little front pin. You get a little pocket screwdriver, you pop those off. Super easy so far. All right, I'll be back. I ended up routing the wires literally straightforward. I took off one by one. I'm glad I marked the numbers on the spark plug wires, and it went in pretty easy. Again, it goes 1375 on that end, but this orientation changes. I think it's 1753 or 35. I gotta double check that, but like, again, I'll put that in the video or on the description of it right here. Other than that, it's pretty much straightforward. These Taylor wires are a little bit longer, but everything went smoothly. This side's pretty easy, just taking your time. For the second car, I know for a fact I could finish it much faster, but I also wanted it to look nice. I mean, you really can't see the wires. My thing is, I mean, unless you yourself want to know that you have red wires, you really can't see anything. I would probably, honestly, if I can take this back or take it back, I'd probably just get black. I mean, you can barely fucking tell. But So far it looks cool, but yeah, I'm gonna start doing the passenger side now, and we're just gonna go from there. And I'm gonna start doing that, and I'll be back filming. Hopefully I don't run out of video storage on my phone, so I'll be back. So you're probably wondering why I didn't show you guys the passenger side spark plug wires. Well, the reason is I couldn't film it. I mean, it's impossible. You would need a tiny little microscopic camera. It's really that tight, and not only that, it's too dark. Even with light coming, even with the little snap-on flashlight that I have right here, I couldn't really get enough good quality of a video. It'd be looking like the fucking Blair Witch Project and shit, and I didn't want to do that. But the one thing I will say on the passenger side for sure is that the number 6 and the number 8 plugs that come from right here, you have to route them underneath this tube. There's a tube that's going all the way down here, and you'll see it. It's part of it connects part of the air pump connections. Now, if you don't have the air pump, then you have to worry about it. But those are the only 2 wires that you'll see. I mean, I can't show you because it's really tight. You're not gonna be able to see it even with the video camera. But that's what I will say. That's the only challenging part about this, is just that. I haven't started it up yet. Tips and tricks. I'm about to start up right now. For sure, get one of these, like I said before, the swivel socket. And other than that, you can do this for sure with on the floor. You can do it on the floor. It would probably take 2 people, but since I have a lift, it was a lot easier just moving the car up and down. But with 2 people, you can for sure do it. It took me, what time is it right now? For my first time, it took me about 6 hours to do the entire thing. I haven't started it up yet. I'm about to do that right now. So if it fails, it's going to be recorded live. So let's see. Let me try this out. Here we go. Right on the first fucking try. Yeah. Start it up. Right on the first try. Smells a little bit because I was cleaning the area down there with some brake cleaner, etc. Cool. Good shit. Alright, let's start up right on the first try. There's no idle issues. I'm gonna let it run, but I have to change the oil first. I'm gonna see if Napa across the street has the oil filter for one of these. I'm not gonna use a cheaper one. I'll use a gold one, the gold standard. But in closing thoughts, because I'm running out of storage on my phone already, it's very easy to do. You just got to take your time. Don't get frustrated. Everything will work itself out. Trust me. Just take your time, one plug at a time. And like I said, it's pretty easy. For the next one, instead of taking, all that time, I guarantee you I'll finish it in like 2 or 3 hours max. But I also spent time trying to clean up everything, and that took up more of my time too. So who knows? It could probably be less, maybe hour and 30, 2 hours max. But if you have any questions, comment down below. Like, subscribe, share. More videos on the way.